if you're a Sagittarius born November 22nd to December 21st, what could you expect for the month of June 2020? Let's tune in and find out. Sagittarius, I just see you writing, creating, changing things, lots of paperwork. It could even be taxes. It could be plans for a home. It could be plans for attack, meaning it could be, something that you're configuring in terms of something you want to tackle, whether it's something you want to build or something you're looking to go, defending yourself in a lawsuit or creating a lawsuit, or the way in which you're, have some land and you're trying to clear it or configure it. So I just see you really focused in the creative process of moving forward some project that you have, and or reinventing or redoing. So it's good. It's a positive energy. It's really positive, and I see you immersed in it for June. So there's a lot going on celestially. So I want to tell you up front, we have 3 eclipses happening this month. The ending of 2 of Cancer and Capricorn eclipses, and so eclipses usually come in pairs. They last anywhere from, they come every 6 months, and those pairs happen either up to like 18 months or 2 years, right? And the eclipses are designed to move us forward in our life, helps us do things that we didn't have the courage to do, right? Like if you're supposed to move and you don't move and you don't move and you don't move, finally you get kicked out, right? Or you're supposed to change jobs, and you don't, and finally you get fired, right? So it's kind of like moves us along. If we resist, the universe does it for us. But if we're forward thinking and we're intuitive, we know, oh, I'm supposed to be moving, and then you move and the universe opens up at the same time the ending happens, right? So it's this very beautiful synchronistic energy that's here for all of us. So we have 3 of those. It's like new moon and full moon on steroids, these eclipses. So the first one we have is June 5th, and this is the beginning of a new series, Sagittarius and Gemini. And this first one is June 5th. It's a full lunar eclipse. So basically that means it's a sudden ending or closure is happening, right? And then we have the next one, June 21st in Cancer, which is the ending for the Cancer signs of their eclipses. And that's a new beginning that's also on solstice, and it's also Father's Day. So happy Father's Day. And then we have July 4th and 5th in Capricorn, and that's the ending of the Capricorn series of the last, 2 years. So, the thing I want to say about that July 4th and 5th, I'm a little concerned about it with the eclipse being in the U.S. here with that much energy and the riots and thing. I'm a little concerned about. There's a lot of fiery energy around that time, so be careful, lay low. I wouldn't advise you being on the streets then. Stay out of the cities. That's what I want to say about July 4th and 5th. Just stay out of the cities. Okay, so let's go and look at romantically what's in store for you guys, okay? All right, Sagittarius, what's in store for the Sages this month? For those of you that are romantically involved. You have a lot of patience, and I see patience is needed with your partner. Patience is needed for projects you want to get done. I feel like you just want to get them done, and things are not getting done. Things aren't moving along, and it's out of your control. And whether it's your partner that you're waiting on them to make decisions, and they're undecided and can't decide, and you're just being asked to wait. But I see this vacillation happening in your relationship, and it's around indecision, it's around movement. Somebody doesn't know what they want, or you're not in alignment. So patience is called for. If you have patience in this relationship, your partner will eventually settle in, make some decisions, know their own mind, and then be able to really move forward in unity with the two of you. So I see the first 2 weeks being a little more difficult, and things moving a little bit better in the last 2 weeks. But I do want to say we have that Mercury retrograde June 17th to July 12th in Cancer. And then we have Venus still retrograde until June 24th. So that week, for that 1 week, we have 6 signs retrograde, right? And so during that time, your communication, everything, so just be a little slower. And then as Venus moves forward, that last week of June, Venus is the planet of love and romance and art and culture and beauty. And so you may feel things starting to open up in your romantic world and a little more relaxed. So for those of you that are single, also, this eclipse on June 21st in Cancer can be new beginnings for you and could actually bring somebody from your past into your relationship, because at the same time, Mercury is still retrograde, right? And so that a lot of times brings people from the past. So you may find yourself connecting with somebody from the past, and or in the next month, in July, meeting somebody brand new. So just know that the universe can still deliver to you romance, Sages. You just have to let go of the rules around it, and let go of any fear of being, caught or nailed down or stuck with the wrong person, or being stuck, in a pandemic with the wrong person, right? So just kind of let go. There's this almost like it reminds me of a little bit of a hummingbird who's caught in a cage. Sages, you've got this very great energy, but then it's caged. And I feel like at the end of June, it's open and it's free, and you can hover and go wherever you want to. So really beautiful opportunity for you guys to find love at the end of the month. And those of you that are in love, have patience. Things will open up. This will clear, and you guys will come back together. Okay, let's look at money and career for Sagittarius. Some of you may be selling some equipment. You may be selling a home, business, odds and ends. That's, and also same, you may be buying some. So there's some buying and selling happening. So it feels like there's more money going in and out of your account than normal. So I feel like there's plenty of money there for that exchange going back and forth. Just know your mind, just slow down, and retrogrades, Mercury retrogrades, a great time to sell stuff, so that June 17th to July 12th is a great time to get rid of stuff, right? Because what it does, Mercury, it kind of blocks you from the full story. So you might see stuff and go, wow, that's amazing, and buy it. It's not a good time to buy. And then you take it home, and then the retrograde clears, and you go, oh wait, I never saw that ship. Did I do that? Was it there already? Right? So that's why it's a good time to see things, because the buyer doesn't always see all of the flaws or the details of what you're selling. So it's a good time to get rid of things, not a good time to buy things, that June 17th to July 12th. Then you can start to buy things again after July 12th. Okay? And then looking at career for you guys. Let's see what's in store for your career. I just see you getting organized. Some of you guys who'll be writing, I feel like some of you may get a green light. People may like what you get, like what you write, like what you're sharing. Some of you may start new platforms or find momentum with your platforms. There's a lot of creative energy. Some of you may be hired as an expert in moving. Let's say you're a farmer and you have a lot of knowledge around agriculture. You may take that knowledge and move it online and be paid for it by, organic companies, tomato farmers, or whoever, so there's this movement to modernize and to take knowledge and to create it and to put it out there. And I see you being somebody that can bring your knowledge down into the earth, right? So there's this new energy or opportunity for you to take all this creative energy and now bring it down into the earth. And that has to do with that Capricorn energy, July 4th and 5th. Capricorn is such a worker and it's of the earth. So I feel like for you, Sagittarius, it's an opportunity for you to take all these creative ideas and really put it into the world of action. Put it into action in the end of July, right? Or I'm sorry, in the end of June, in the beginning of July, right? So we've got that new eclipse in Cancer, June 21st That's a new moon solar eclipse. So that's a great time for new beginnings. And then we've got that Cancer eclipse July 4th and 5th, which is can root it then. So if you start it, it can then finally get rooted in July, right? So I wouldn't wait. Even though Mercury's retrograde, I would not wait. I would start that June 21st and I would work towards it and get boosted again, right? That June 21st eclipse and then the July 4th eclipse. Let them both carry your career into a new way. So whatever you're thinking about changing your career, put it into action after that eclipse on June 21st. You're going to really find it's going to help you, and the old is going to naturally then fall away effortlessly without a lot of work. So really good stuff. Okay, let's look at your health. Teeth are coming up. So if you haven't been to the dentist, get to the dentist if they're open, but really take care of your teeth. Teeth also represent root, which also represent family. So take care of your family, take care of the dynamics in your family, speak up, be patient, be calm, because when you don't, right, like then when you don't take care of the family, you start to have problems with the teeth. So just be aware the two have a correlation to them. So be mindful of that. Speak up, say what you need to say, but be gentle because communication is off, right? Communication will be off from that Mercury retrograde June 17th to the July 12th. So be a little more mindful, a little more cautious, double and triple check your communication, but also be aware of your teeth. If something feels off, get to the dentist, take care of them, right? So let's move into surprises for a Sagittarius. Any surprises for you in June? Yeah, there's emotional support for you, for your creative ideas, for things that you want to do that is kind of unexpected. You weren't expecting it. And you're just so used to like moving forward and, being a loner and kind of compartmentalizing and do what you need to do. But all of a sudden I see support and you're like, wow, people actually want to help me or people like this. So I see this surprise coming from you for your ideas, for your focus, for the things that you want to involve yourself in. People want to rally behind you and get behind you on it. So whether that's a diet and everybody in your family wants to support you, or whether you want to go to school and you want to take up a new education, you want to learn something new, or whether you're hell bent on, making change and reform, whatever it is, you're aligning with people who want to come in and see you and see your vision and believe in you and support you. So that's good. So look at what it is you're trying to create and just start opening your mouth and sharing it with people. And you're going to find that you're like a magnetic force and people will come and help you. All right, Sages, have an amazing month. Thank you so much for viewing and liking and sharing my intuitive astrology. I appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you guys again next month.